Think you know everything about the NFL? Think again. The league is packed with wild history, crazy records, and bizarre moments that even the biggest fans don't know. Today we're counting down 10 random NFL facts that will blow your mind. From the most points ever scored in a game to how the Super Bowl almost had a different name, we've got it all. Oh, and wait until you hear number one. It's something every football fan should know. So hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump in. Fact number 10. The longest field goal ever. Kickers don't always get the love, but this fact proves they deserve it. The longest field goal in NFL history? A ridiculous 66 yards. Longer than an entire NBA court. Justin Tucker nailed it in 2021, breaking the previous record of 64 yards held by Matt Prater. But get this, Tucker's kick wasn't just a record breaker, it was a game winner as time expired. Imagine the pressure. With today's training and leg strength improving, do you think we'll ever see a 70-yarder in a real game? Let me know in the comments. Fact number 9. The NFL once had a team called the Steagles. What happens when a war takes away your football team? You get the Steagles. Back in 1943, so many NFL players were off fighting in World War II that teams had to get creative. The Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers merged for an entire season, creating one of the weirdest teams in league history. They even had a winning record at 5-4-1. But let's be real. Can you imagine the Steelers and Eagles teaming up today? Their fans would probably riot. Fact number 8. The NFL once banned colored helmets. For years, fans begged the NFL to bring back throwback uniforms like the Eagles' Kelly Green and the Bucks' Creamsicles. But did you know the league actually banned teams from changing helmet colors? Yep. The one-shell rule meant teams couldn't swap helmets, all in the name of player safety. But in 2022, the NFL finally lifted the ban, bringing back some of the best throwbacks in history. About time, right? Fact number 7. The only perfect season in NFL history. Going undefeated in the NFL is nearly impossible, but the 1972 Miami Dolphins did it. They went 17-0, winning the Super Bowl without a single loss, something no other team has ever done. The closest? The 2007 Patriots. But they choked in the Super Bowl. And here's the best part. Every season, the surviving Dolphins players literally pop champagne when the last unbeaten team loses. Talk about petty and legendary at the same time. Fact number 6. The most points ever scored in an NFL game. What happens when nobody plays defense? You get the highest scoring game in NFL history. Back in 1966, Washington dropped a ridiculous 72 points on the Giants, who still managed to put up 41. That's a total of 113 points in one game. More than some NBA teams score in a night. And get this, the Giants' quarterback Tom Kennedy threw 5 interceptions, but Washington just kept scoring. Today, even with high-powered offenses, no game has ever broken that record. Think we'll ever see a 120-point game in the modern NFL? Let me know in the comments. Fact number 5. The NFL once had a weird overtime rule. Overtime in the NFL used to be kind of a joke. Before 2010, a team could win the game with just a field goal, meaning whoever won the coin toss basically won the game. Imagine watching your team fight for 60 minutes, only to lose because they never got the ball in overtime. Thankfully, the league changed the rules, and in 2022, they fixed it again for the playoffs. Now both teams get a possession. Took them long enough. Fact number 4. The shortest NFL player ever. NFL players are huge. But did you know the shortest player ever was only 5 feet 1 inch? Jack Shapiro played in 1929, proving size isn't everything. Today, the shortest active player is Deuce Vaughn at 5 feet 5 inches. But that dude can ball. So, next time someone tells you that height matters in football, just remind them, Big heart beats big height. Fact number 3. The coldest game in NFL history. You think you've played in cold weather? Try minus 48 degrees Fahrenheit wind chills. The coldest game in NFL history was the 1967 Ice Bowl, when the Packers and Cowboys played in brutal minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. The refs' whistles froze to their lips, and players' breath turned to ice. Forget hand warmers. These guys were straight up freezing. Fact number 2. The NFL almost banned the forward pass. Imagine an NFL where teams could only run the ball. Crazy, right? But in the early 1900s, football was so dangerous that Teddy Roosevelt pushed for new rules, including possibly banning the forward pass. Thankfully, they didn't, and now we have Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow throwing dimes all over the field. Good call, Teddy. Fact number 1. The Super Bowl used to have a different name. Imagine turning on the TV in February and instead of hearing, "Welcome to the Super Bowl," they said, "Welcome to the AFL-NFL World Championship game." Yikes. That was actually the original name for the big game in 1967. Not exactly catchy, right? Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt thought so too. He got the idea for Super Bowl after watching his kids play with a toy called a Super Ball. He used the name as a joke, but by Super Bowl III, the league made it official. Now it's the biggest sporting event in America. All thanks to a toy. Wild, right? And that's a wrap. 10 crazy NFL facts that prove this league is full of history, surprises, and record-breaking moments. Which fact blew your mind the most? Was it the insane 113-point game, the NFL's weirdest team merger, or the fact that the Super Bowl almost had a terrible name? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you love NFL facts, trivia, and wild stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more awesome content, and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.